Did you know that most billionaires today follow the same pattern of making big money? And it's all for a reason, because John D. Rockefeller once said, "The most stable thing in the world is the ability to make money, in the right form, it is unshakable." Imagine you could earn any amount of money you could wish for. It may seem you can only dream about that, but today I will destroy this myth. Because if you go back to John D. Rockefeller and how he made his $1 billion, you'll find some revolutionary money skills to help you get rich. John D. Rockefeller was the world's first dollar billionaire. Rockefeller contributed $2,000 to the startup capital of his first business. Of these, $1,200 he borrowed from his father. When Rockefeller passed away in 1937, his money was estimated to be $1.4 billion. In today's terms, that's like having $318 billion. To put it in perspective, Elon Musk, the richest man today, has about $230 billion. After closely studying Rockefeller's biography in detail, I realized the secret of his financial success lies in just a few monetary skills which I'm going to tell you now. Keeping track of your expenses. At 7, Rockefeller earned his first money on a neighbor's farm where he helped collect potatoes and raise rabbits. Then, he followed his mother's advice and made his first entry in the ledger, where he put down everything to the last cent, how much and for what money he received and how he spent it. These practices, akin to today's modern cash flow statement, remained integral tools for monitoring business finances throughout his life. John lived for 97 years. Rockefeller biographers like to mention that he grew up in a low-income family. Information on how much his father earned was not found. What we know for sure is that the father of the future billionaire was a traveling salesman, and he traveled a lot around the country. While the head of the family was absent, Rockefeller's mother had to save money, hence, she developed the habit of counting every cent, which she instilled in her children since childhood. John saw how keeping track of money helps to multiply it. His parents wanted him to go to university, but Rockefeller chose a commercial college and accounting courses. When, after studying, he got a job as an assistant accountant, his love for numbers was quickly noticed and appreciated by his superiors. Rockefeller stood out among colleagues who avoided handling finished projects, while he found joy in such tasks. His initial monthly salary was $17, increasing to $25 in the second month, and within a year, he ascended to a managerial role with an annual salary of $800. It's crucial to highlight John's unwavering dedication to financial literacy, and it was his monetary knowledge which became the foundation for his future wealth. Therefore, I advise you to turn your attention to personal financial education. Don't be afraid to borrow. Entrepreneurs often think borrowing money is bad and try to avoid it. However, Rockefeller's story shows that it's not always a bad thing. If Rockefeller hadn't borrowed money from his father to start his business, he might have had to work for someone else his whole life. Borrowed money was always part of Rockefeller's business journey. Even when he had enough of his own money, he chose to get more from other people by selling them shares in his business. He also saved some of his own money for emergencies. If there were no investors, he would use his own money to fund the next project. Rockefeller started a small logistics company as his first business. In the first year, he got orders worth $500,000. However, he didn't have enough money to support these orders. He already owed a lot of money to his father, who didn't just lend him money but charged 10% interest per year. Rockefeller had to borrow the additional money from different places. It was tough, but he made it work. Some people think only those who don't understand money are okay with loans. The key difference with Rockefeller is that he borrowed wisely. Fulfil obligations. Rockefeller consistently prioritized meeting his obligations, particularly the financial ones, regardless of the challenges. During the early years of his business, he faced numerous difficulties but consistently managed to meet the right amount by the correct date. In the book, How I Made $500 Million, Rockefeller reflects on occasions when his father visited his office for loan repayments at inconvenient moments, insisting for immediate funds. Rockefeller is uncertain if it happened by chance or if his father deliberately chose these dates for educational reasons. Nevertheless, Rockefeller made sure that every creditor, including his father, received the agreed-upon amount punctually. As time passed, bankers relied on Rockefeller's word, even entrusting him with the contents of their safes. His estimated reputation in financial matters proved to be the most reliable guarantee. Therefore, it is crucial to monitor your credit history and financial reputation carefully, as Rockefeller's example illustrates. Each decision has its price. Rockefeller borrowed confidently and consistently met his obligations because his decisions were not random, each was carefully planned beforehand. When taking loans, he considered when and how much he needed to repay and potential returns from investing borrowed funds. Likewise, in his personal investments, Rockefeller meticulously calculated the expected returns. Rockefeller poured millions into his businesses, especially when enhancing production or reducing costs led to higher profits. Significantly, he transformed oil transportation in the United States by shifting from wooden barrels on horseback to rail-transported tanks. He tackled safety issues in refineries, originally simple sheds, by investing in essential infrastructure. When exporting oil, Rockefeller facilitated efficient transfers from tanks to tankers by personally equipping railway stations. While seemingly providing these improvements for free, he used them as leverage to lower tariffs and transport oil by rail 3 times cheaper than his competitors. Rockefeller's inventive pursuits included ownership of iron mines and the creation of a shipping fleet when he deemed it more profitable than rail transport. Despite his partners viewing these innovations as risky, in such cases he said, "Okay, I will invest the money alone, but all the profit will be mine too." This approach garnered greater cooperation from partners, acknowledging Rockefeller's dedication and assurance of profitability. The concept of wealth. In the realm of finance, certain principles have stood the test of time and are proven to bring wealth to many. This is exactly what John Rockefeller's money skills are about. Though these principles may seem basic, they can scare some people away. However, those who find the courage and manage these principles well will reach their financial goals quickly. If you found this video useful, be sure to like, subscribe and turn on notifications to not miss our future uploads. See you in the next video.